28 cars in this field. That's the biggest field in more than a decade here in IndyCar competition at Texas Motor Speedway. And Felix Rosenqvist, who was on the pole a year ago for Arrow McLaren, will lead the field of green here in the PPG 375.
Oh, Rosenqvist with a monster jump. Look at all the cars dropping left sides in the grass as Arrow McLaren runs first, third, and fourth there. Teammates O'Ward and Rossi side by side in the orange and black cars.
Great to see so much side-by-side action. Some three wide now as we head down into turn 3. Felix Rosenqvist still at the point. Look at the McLarens, just absolutely killing it right now.
That white and blue car is Joseph Newgarden. You just heard him talking to Townsend, and here he comes. Meanwhile, Scott Dixon around the outside of the pole sitter to take the lead. The 5-time winner here is out in front.
Scott McLaughlin, that did not materialize, but this did. Look at that. Kirkwood coming from the third lane all the way into his stall. So, Hinch, I'll leave it up to you. This is the view from Kyle Kirkwood. Whose fault was this?
100% Kyle Kirkwood's issue right here.
Lead,
oh,
battle to the lead.
Here we go.
Caught Joseph Newgarden.
Caught and passed. He was over 2 seconds behind Joseph. Joseph not really in traffic at the moment, side by side.
Newgarden does not want to relinquish that lead. O'Ward has something more to say about it.
Wow, that was a forceful demonstration from Pato O'Ward.
McLaren, Chevy, and this is how it happened.
We had just circled the marbles high in turn 4. As those were accumulating, you can't see them when you're in the cockpit. Unfortunately, you can't watch the broadcast when you're in the cockpit either, and Felix Rosenqvist just a little too high, and the moment those right side tires get up in that Oreo crumble, it's game over. Watch here.
Yeah, when you look at the reference on the track, he doesn't look exceptionally higher than what we've seen drivers doing. Yes, there was a little bit of a gap to the car below him, but as you say, you can't really see it on the onboard. You can't see it from in the cockpit, and just a few millimeters too high up, and that's the result. That is the margin with which these drivers are working at 220 miles an hour.
David Malukas went on the grass there on the inside as Pato O'Ward streaks away. Here comes Newgarden in that blue and white PPG Chevy.
And that's what he had to do. There were 4 cars between Joseph Newgarden and Pato O'Ward. He's already dispatched with 2 of them side by side with Benjamin Peterson to clear another as they fed out 4 wide on the back straight.
Newgarden is going to trust that the sweepers have done a good job. He goes to the high side, then tucks back in, but Colton Herta's going big.
Look at that Gainbridge Honda, the yellow and black machine sweeps around the outside. Here comes Newgarden. Second to first. He's on a mission. He wants that 3rd win here at Texas, and O'Ward says not just yet.
You want to see brave racing? Welcome to Texas Motor Speedway. They are all going big. Palou to the front.
Palou splits the difference, takes advantage of the side-by-side in 1 and 2, holding up O'Ward and Newgarden. He runs to the front as 3 wide behind Scott Dixon on the high side.
Dixon around Lundgaard. McLaughlin's caught in the middle. Alexander Rossi there as well, but he's well behind on laps down. Way up high, trying to save it, but you're a passenger at that point.
Didn't hit particularly hard either.
Now you can see him, he's turning into the right to keep it up there, but as you say, Townsend, once the suspension is broken, it can point the tires in any direction it wants, and it just unfortunately, yeah, you see the right front just collapses. Oh, and it comes to a stop quickly. That was a big hit.
Yeah,
well,
it was on the back straight, and what happened? Something broke on DeFrancesco's car, maybe. It looked like the front steering was towed in. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. He was coming into pit lane and slid up onto the racetrack, maybe.
I think he was broken. I think he must have hit the
exit
wall in turn 2 and was skidding down the racetrack out of control.
Man, he is so very lucky, Graham Rahal, to get airborne like that and not get all the way up into the fence. That is worst case scenario for an open wheel car on an oval.
Alex Palou wants to mix it up once again, but O'Ward hanging high, but he's using up those tires up on the slipperier surface. Looks like Grosjean crashed.
Romain Grosjean out for the 2nd race in a row. In the closing phases.
And Joseph Newgarden is leading as the yellow comes out with 2 to go. They're coming to get the white. Guys, that might be the day.
That will be the day. Final lap in the PPG 375 is the PPG car of Joseph Newgarden. crosses the line and woes up.
And for the second race in a row, Pato O'Ward will be denied right at the end of the race.
And he only just got Pato O'Ward, so for the second race at Texas in a row, Joseph Newgarden's going to do it essentially what...
Really good, but how intense, Joseph, was that battle with Pato O'Ward there on that final restart with 12 to go?
I'm so happy to be here for PPG and our team at Team Penske as a group effort this weekend. You know, Pato gave me all the respect in the world when he was racing next to me, and it was just hard. It was really hard to fight those guys. I think Pelot was super strong too, so there's just no gimmies. You know, it was packed up today, just very difficult to get away. And you know, there was parts where we were really good and parts where we were weaker, and then when we needed to be good, the car was there at the end. So proud of this team. After St. Pete, I was kind of rethinking everything. I'm like, well, can we do this again? And then I'm so happy to be here and get this done. And thank you to Team Chevy as well, all their support. And PPG, obviously, being the title here is just a big day for everybody.
Middle of the race, Pato O'Ward took off. There were just 2 cars on the lead lap, you and him, and that was it. At that point, were you thinking, no way, this is going to happen today?
Well, I knew I needed something to catch back up, because that stint where he got by me and ripped a gap, it was my worst stint. You know, I think we went the wrong way with our adjustments. Which was my decision. I was the one asking for it, and then I wanted to reverse it. And then, like I said, when we needed the car at the end, it was absolutely there. So I was a little bit worried if we didn't get help to catch back up, he might have run away with it, and we lost our chance, but they gave us another chance again, and we took it.
Marty, with Pato O'Ward now, second place, and such a strong race car again today, Pato. If not for the caution, what would we have had?
I was timing the toe, but it's been a hell of a start to the year. The guys gave me an absolute rocket ship. Everybody that was watching the race midway through, I'm pretty sure saw that. So it's been an absolute joy to drive this Arrow McLaren number 5 Chevy, and I guess we've had 2 second places, so we're still waiting for that win this year. But that's great. That's a great start to the championship, like I said, and that's what we need. That's what we need, and we're going to keep chipping at it to see that first win of the season and then try and rack some more up.
Joseph said you gave him all the respect in the world. Is that the way it should be?
Yeah, that's how it should be. It shouldn't be any other way.
All right, strong race today again for Pato O'Ward.